NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Hart. Just an outstanding return there. Really sets up his offense nicely. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lost one deep down the right side.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll go back to the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, NC State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Taylor wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. A sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Hart. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rush is on him. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete.
The pass is complete through the air. Brings up 2nd down.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, NC State.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Play number 9 on this drive. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try it over the left side. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Working the big fella to the corner. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Taylor wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hart. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Working that left side now. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And This is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
The sure hands, it's Glover. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Finds space on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Taylor wants to throw. Puts it out of the air. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
NC State 14, Mississippi State 0.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight.
Shifting play, playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, fight. Cut.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Going to the running game. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might as well stick with him. Looks as if NC State has a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Buys a little time with his feet. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using his legs, it's Smothers. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The toss to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Safe completion on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He'll take it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And that one will give them the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
21, Mississippi State, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hart. He gets a block. Got him in the room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. They're setting up the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Smothers. NC State will pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. The DBs will back off a bit. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quarterback moving. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Mississippi State going up tempo. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
He's brought down at the 38. Second down.
Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Easy. Razor.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. keeping it on the ground with the running back.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for...
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it back. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Let's go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
First play of the first possession of OT. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Tagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They strike first in overtime. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Back to throw, it's Bailey. On the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Slings it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, they decide to stay aggressive. 4th and long in field goal range. They decide not to kick the field goal instead, put the trust in their quarterback and targets, and they come up with a big play, setting up 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Touchdown, NC State! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Smothers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll go for it on 4th and long, trying to keep the drive alive in OT. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and it doesn't get bigger than that, guys. Overtime, 4th down, someone's got to come up with that play, and there was no question who that was going to be.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. To the air, it's Bailey. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll move the tight end. Going to swing it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Third down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. Taylor wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
The tension, the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.